This is the GAAIN homepage, GAAIN.org. And from here, if you click on Explore Data, this will take you to GAINdata.org. So this is a live view of the GAIN data site, and you can see our data partners that are online. And from here, you can access the GAIN Interrogator. You will be asked to log in or register if you haven't already. And after you log in, this is the GAIN Interrogator view. So in the Interrogator, the data sets are divided into longitudinal and cross-sectional data sets. And one of the powerful features of GAIN is the ability to pool data sets. And you can only pool longitudinal data sets together and only cross-data sectional data sets together. Also on the top right, you can search for your variables of interest to see which of the data partners have collected it. For example, you can see which one have collected genetic data on ApoE. And then you can also search for additional variables, for example, depression. So for this demonstration, I will pool two data sets together, the Hill-Bloom Aging Program and the Texas Alzheimer's Research and Care Consortium. So these are two of our newer data partners that have joined in the last 2 years. Now you can name your new pool data set. And now we are in the analysis workbench of GAIN Interrogator. So on the top, you can set up your variables and cohorts. And then this is the Analyze tab. On the left-hand side, you can see the variables collected by the data partners. So you can already view, for example, the different variables collected. And to search across all data sets, all the data partners, you can also type in your variables of interest. For example, we mentioned ApoE earlier. So ApoE, this is the ApoE variable collected by the Hill-Bloom Aging Program. We can map this to our own defined variable. So we can choose binary. And for this example, we will say that all of those that have ApoE E4, the risk allele, we can set this to 1. And then when there's no E4, it's 0. No DNA, we can exclude. And then also E4. And this one is already set to exclude. So now on this tab, we can see the defined pooled variables that we have defined. Now back to the variables the data partners collected. Now we do the same thing for the other data set. And now instead of choosing new pooled binary variable, I will choose the one that we already mapped. And we are done with this one. So we can also look for the depression variable. So this data partner measured depression using the geriatric depression scale. You can look up in literature which would be the cutoff. So the cutoff was 10 or more. So you can use a slider, and so between 9 and 10. So any score 10 or higher is mild or moderate depression. So we give those a 1, and also exclude the missing subjects. So this data partner TARC, they have measured it in a variety of different ways, and we will choose the same scale on the 30 item. Again, you can adjust the slider, or you can type the range division. And finally, we can use an MMSE score as our readout for cognition. So again, from literature, I found that scores of 24 or below were considered mildly to moderately cognitively impaired. So the range here would be at 24.5. So anything below 25 would be a 1. And again, for the other data partner. And we can also make these comparisons, compare between males and females. So we will also do another variable for sex. And this time, I'll show you that you can also do my values. So you can type any term you would like, and this would be a categorical variable. Also the same for here. So again, you can search or you can just scroll through. Usually demographic variables are at the top of the list, so they're easier to find. Now you have to make sure that you type the exact same term so that it's matched to female. And now we're ready to create cohorts. So we will make 4 cohorts. We will make a cohort where MMSE is lower than 25 and are female. So while after you just created this cohort, you go to your other variable and choose female and add condition. So now all subjects have these 2 conditions in this cohort. And then the same for male. So low MMFC score. And then go to this variable and then choose male. And then we'll do the same thing for high MMFC score. So now that we have our 4 cohorts, we're ready to set up the analysis. So go to the Analyze tab, and you can see you have 4 options: logistic and linear regression, Cox regression, and Mantel-Hansel meta-analysis. So for this demonstration, we'll only look at logistic regression. So you simply just need to click and drag your control and case cohorts. So for male, the control would be high MMSE score, and the case would be low score. And then we can look at ApoE and the depression scale. And then from here, we'll add another analysis. Now we do the females, so high MMSE is the control, and then low is the case. And also the same variables. So when you have 2 or more analyses, you need to name them. So you can just name based on the differences, which is male or female. And now this run analysis button is active, so we can simply run analysis. So now we see the results. So these are odds ratios. So in these 2 data sets combined, the odds ratio for males of having ApoE4 and correlating with a low MMSE score is slightly higher than the odds ratios for females. And then for the depression scale, they're nearly similar. So these are preliminary results that you can use to generate interest and view trends in the data sets you've selected. And when you're ready for a full analysis, you can go to the data partners, institutes themselves, and apply for data. So when you click on the purple apply button, you will be taken to the institute site where you can directly contact them for data access. Yeah, and also each data partner has their own information page. So when you click on their logo, and you can go to more info, and you can learn more about what and how they collected data, and also contact information. So there are a few ways to contact the data partners if you want to access their data.